What's happening, everyone? Jay Shockblast here, and check it out. We have Deathstroke, the Terminator. And Deathstroke is one of my favorite characters in all of DC Comics, so it's not really a surprise that he made my top 10 favorite characters list in this game. So here he is, and you actually unlock Deathstroke during the gameplay, and it's actually pretty cool. You actually go to Nanda Parbat with Batman to recruit both him and Ra's al Ghul, and I thought that was actually pretty cool and pretty unique. And one of the reasons why I really love this game, because it's just so different. You see characters that you wouldn't normally see work together doing just that, and it was interesting to have like a little bit of a boss battle with Deathstroke, but then to sit there and actually get to play with him as part of a mission in the story, and to have him kind of intertwine with other heroes. So I love that aspect of having him in the game. You know, as far as his character, his Lego minifig in this game, you know, it's good enough. I mean, you need your acrobat characters. He's very useful in the sense of when you get him into a level. As far as free roam characters, maybe not that much, because he's slow. He's slow because he doesn't fly, he doesn't speed race, he doesn't do any of that stuff. He's just a dude with heightened reflexes, and I mean, that's fine. But I just feel like I didn't get to use him as much as I wanted to, because I like to go from point A to point B as quick as possible and just get stuff done. But that's neither here nor there. Now, Deathstroke actually had two minifigs in the last Lego game, Lego Batman 3. He had his standard one, and he had his one from the Squad. And the Squad one was actually really cool. I like that one a lot. And I like this one a lot too. I can't really tell you which one I like more. I kind of lean towards the Squad, but this one I think is actually really awesome as well. The original one, though, that was in the regular level, this is definitely a huge, or the regular game, I should say, Lego Batman 3. This is a huge step up from that one, so, you know, great. Now, Deathstroke has become a pretty main central figure and player in the DC Comics verse. He's a mercenary, mostly leaning towards the bad side, but he has done some good stuff. I don't know if I can actually do this quest. I can, perfect. So he goes to invisible, as you can see.
This will be no problem for someone with my age.
And now normally I would just fly up there, but there are ways to get up there by doing acrobatic stuff, I believe. In any event, the big moment for him, or you just take the ladder. The big moment for him, though, was Arrow. All right, so he was one of the main bad guys for an entire season of Arrow.
Like this?
You know, I mean, they retconned it a little bit. You know, obviously this is not what happened in the actual comics, but you know, Deathstroke is on the island with Green Arrow, with Oliver Queen, you know, Slade Wilson and Oliver Queen, and you know, there's a whole backstory to that. And at first I was a little annoyed by it because, you know, I'm a bit of a comic purist at heart, but it ended up working out really well, and I think Manu Bennett is amazing as Deathstroke. And, you know, with all this stuff going on with DC Comics right now, I really am I'm actually a little upset because Joe Manganiello was supposed to be Deathstroke either in the next Batman movie or in his own standalone movie. I think it was going to be called Deathstroke The Raid. So I am a little sad that we're probably never going to see that. If you saw Justice League, obviously Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke showing up at the end of the credits is a huge moment. I marked out pretty loudly for it because that suit was sick. And I'm pretty sure even Ben Affleck teased Deathstroke at some point or another when he was supposed to be doing the Batman. I'm a little frustrated with DC when it comes to all that stuff because I think it was all going to be great. I think Joe looked great as Deathstroke, and I hope they kind of circle back to it. I don't know that they will, but I guess all we can really do at this point is wait and see. We're just going to give him the Batmobile. I don't have any other vehicles, so So what do you guys think of that? I think we're seeing now that the bad guys can have movies. I think Venom has definitely helped with that. He's a bit of an anti-hero, more leaning towards bad guy, I think. But I would have loved to have seen a Deathstroke movie because I feel like Deathstroke also has a lot of gray areas where it could work, you know? I think a lot of people are really familiar with Deathstroke because of Teen Titans and Young Justice and stuff like that. You know, obviously his daughter Rose is very heavily involved with and against the Teen Titans. So, but as far as everything he does here, it is awesome. I think they really did a good job with his character, all things considered, to make him interesting and to really kind of show off his power. So there you go, Deathstroke. Acrobat, beam deflect, detective mode, goon control, projectile rebound, photo mode, illumination, grapple, stealth, technology, and tracking. With his years of extensive training and experimental genetic enhancements, Slade Wilson is a highly valuable agent for hire. A master of combat, Deathstroke is a ruthless adversary of heroes everywhere, with his considerable battle skills only matched by his keen tactical mind. New Teen Titans #2, 1980, Slade Wilson in Justice League, League of Shadows. So I'll tell you what, Deadpool obviously is one of my favorite characters, top 2. Goes back and forth between him and Nova. Yeah, so it's really not a surprise that Deathstroke is a character that I really like. Completely unrelated reasons, but obviously, you know, Deadpool is somewhat of a parody of Deathstroke. I don't know that Deadpool would actually be the best matchup for him. When I think of Deathstroke, and I want to see him go up against a character in the Marvel Universe, I think the character I would love to see him fight the most would be either Captain America. I think would be a really good fight for him, but who I'd really love to see him fight is Taskmaster. In a lot of ways, I feel like Taskmaster is a very, very good comparable to Deathstroke. Now, obviously, that is painting Taskmaster in a much higher light than what his reputation maybe deserves, because I like Taskmaster a lot, and don't get me wrong, but he is definitely not a prominent Marvel character one way or another. So he's obviously being elevated to the level of Deathstroke. I look at Deathstroke as not necessarily an A-level character for DC, even though I want him to be, but he's like a very high B+. So he's one of those characters that is really up there in terms of popularity and, you know, more just like his reputation, if you will. Whereas Taskmaster, he might be in the C level. And I know his notoriety is gained a little bit, especially because of Spider-Man PS4, but he's still got a long ways to go. He's been in a lot of different forms of media, and they've used him in a lot of different ways, but I think that would be a really interesting matchup, Deathstroke versus Taskmaster. I do think Deathstroke would win that fight, but I think it would actually be a long, drawn-out fight, and I would read the heck out of that, you know? So, in any event, this is Taskmaster, not Taskmaster, the cold medicine, I'm telling you guys. I'm still trying to make videos, make them entertaining, even when battling a cold. I'll probably be battling it for a while, but by the time you watch this, maybe it'll be gone. So, that is Deathstroke, and I think he's pretty cool. The chicken eating right here, not necessarily a fan of, but yeah, I'm really happy with what they did with him in this game. As a fan of the character, I really do hope that we do someday get to see more Deathstroke on the silver screen, and I wouldn't even hate it seeing more Deathstroke in the Arrowverse. Not necessarily with his own show, but I don't know. They left it in a good place when they brought him back, I think last season, where we actually worked with Arrow. They left them in an okay place anyway, and maybe it's best not to, like, you know, to leave well enough alone. But I don't know, man. I know Manu Bennett had some issues in his personal life, but I think he's over all that, and I think it's just It's such a great character, and it's just such a shame that he's not on a little bit more. So, anyway, what do you guys think of Deathstroke, both in general and in this game? Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see.